Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Nimby Rails, which you can maybe tell I've been playing a lot of off-camera. Um, I really like this game for it's just really relaxing to just play, watching the TV or something like that, or watching someone on Twitch, or other YouTubers, all sorts of good stuff. Anyway, last time I left you with Inverness kind of as the centre of the ScotRail network. I have made one change to that network that I showed you last time, and that is this line here, which used to just go Montrose Brecon, is now a complete Angus line, goes all the way from Montrose to Dunkeld, where it connects to the main line that goes up to Inverness. However, you'll notice that there's some stuff over here on the west coast. Now, in real life, the line from Inverness to scurvekano goes kind of this way. And it's a beautiful, picturesque line that I might recreate just for the fun of it. But I've done something a little bit different. Instead of ending at scurvekano, it goes all the way up through Skye to Uig, which is the main ferry port for the Outer Hebrides. Goes all the way through Skye, Portree, down here to the Skye Bridge. This is the road bridge. There's now a ScotRail bridge, which goes right across like that to scurvekano. And then, instead of going this way, the railway actually goes this way, down through this kind of nice wiggly bit, Shield Bridge, all down through here. This is quite a big project, this bridge here. Otherwise, I would have had to go on all the way, like, in and out around this. So that saves a huge amount of time. To Mallaig, which does have a railway, but it only comes up from the south. It doesn't go north like this. And then from Mallaig, I've got the line that comes down this way to Fort William, where it joins up with the big little railway, which I showed you last time. But I've done a lot more than that. A lot more. So from Fort William, a main line now runs all the way down across the Highlands. This pretty big bridge project here as well, down to Oban, which again normally only has the line coming up from the south. It doesn't have this northern extension. So Oban and Fort William now connected, and then from Oban it goes all the way down here to Lochgilfed, and from Lochgilfed there's a branch that goes down to Campbelltown, which does not currently have a train station. But then it continues along here, through Inverness, over here, and then it's got a kind of Z shape to go around this mountain, and then go down the shores of Loch Lomond, which is not where the actual train line goes. The actual train line goes this way, down to Gairlochhead, which has a branch. I'll come back to that later. And then comes down this way, and then through Dumbarton, and then through the east end of Glasgow Clydebank to Glasgow Central. Here we go, Glasgow Central Station. And when I was doing that, I also realised that people were going to want to get on the train here, and this kind of led to a snowball. So in addition to the main line, there is also, as you can see, a kind of weird spaghetti stuff going on. But basically, there is a commuter line that runs all the way up to Balloch here. And I also added a commuter line. What is that train doing there? Oh, that's the right kind of train. It's just got the wrong colour on it, which was confusing me. And then I added this kind of loop to the Bearsden area, and that set me on a path of doing the Central Belt. And yeah, there's quite a lot to go through. So first of all, I started by adding the main line from Perth And originally I was just going to do a single main line that went to Stirling, which I have here, this one. And that main line then continues on down to Glasgow Central. However, I also added a main line going straight through Fife, basically following the kind of where the M90 is, down to Inverkeithing, and then over the fourth rail bridge, just so they could have a fourth rail bridge, and then it comes down here past Edinburgh Airport, and then down into Edinburgh Waverley. So we've got this line complete. Then I realised that Fife needed connecting, and Fife got a lot of railways. So one is, so we've got the Tay rail bridge here, which kind of follows the actual line to Lucas, and then Cooper, and then Ladybank. But then I went a bit different. So it then goes down Glenrothes, Kirkcaldy, Burnt Island, and so on. So that kind of where the actual line is, except it actually stops in Glenrothes. I think the real line goes somewhere else. Real line comes like down through here, I think. Doesn't go through Glenrothes. I also added a coastline connecting up all the coastal towns, including St Andrews, which finally has a train station. Yay! And I also added another kind of northern line that goes through Newborough and then links up to Perth itself. And then in the west of Fife, there's a line that goes from Ladybank, Auchtermuchty, all the way down here to Stirling, and then there's another line from Stirling that joins up down here in Inverkeithing, and there's also an Dunfermline you can change and go onto this Cowdenbeath, Glenrothes, Kirkcaldy kind of line. So Fife ended up being getting quite a lot of connections, and then down here, as I was putting in the main lines, I realised there was no kind of connection from Stirling to Edinburgh, although if passengers do want to go from Stirling to Edinburgh, it's actually kind of awkward for them. But never mind, they have to do some changes. But I added a line that comes down here to Falkirk, and then over to Grangemouth and along the coast up here. And I also added this line that goes Denny, Falkirk, Linlithgow, and then stops up here at South Queensferry. And then South Queensferry is connected via the main line to Edinburgh Waverley. So there's a little bit of changing, but passengers don't seem to mind doing that in Nimby Rails. Then I built this. This is the Edinburgh-Glasgow high-speed line that just connects Edinburgh and Glasgow Central stations pretty much, with very little in the way of stops on the way. And I continued that East Coast main line down to Berwick, which is obviously in England, so Scottish border's like here somewhere. And I also started adding the Tweedbank line, which comes this way down here through Peebles, and I think the actual line stops here in Tweedbank. But I continued it down to Kelso, with a little branch going to Selkirk, and then from Jedburgh to Berwick, which also connects up to the Tweedbank line. There is a kind of Borders railway, which stops there. I didn't extend to Harwick, although I probably should. So that's something to do. Go from Jedburgh over to Harwick. The reason I could do that as a separate branch, actually, maybe. It's just because it's going to have to loop. Actually, no, I could bring it over this hill and go this way. Okay. And then we get into the stuff that is a little bit crazier. So I wanted a high-speed main line to do something silly, and that was this. So there's a high-speed main line that comes out of Glasgow, bypasses most of the West End, down this way, all the way through here, and comes down through Prestwick and things like that, and then skips there. It goes just right over the mountains down to Stranraer, where it goes into a massive tunnel that goes over to Belfast, And you can see I've actually planned out a Belfast to Dublin extension to that high-speed line. So I've got a lot of like adding the trains to do. Like there's a lot of rail down. I've got 2.5 billion pounds worth or dollars worth of train lines put down. Then I ended up building this line that kind of goes around the coast, connecting things up, and that led to this kind of line connecting up all these bits, and then another one coming down here and connecting to the main line down here at Gretna, because none of these towns are actually served by the main line. Main line just kind of skips all of that. And another line coming this way, connecting up places like Biggar to Peebles. So I'm trying to get as many. Glasgow's getting quite a lot of train stations trying to connect it up. I also need to do a line that comes down kind of this way down to East Kilbride, and there's Bishopbriggs and places like that that need connecting. So one that kind of goes up this way, and then another one that kind of connects up this area. One thing I have most definitely noticed with Nimby Rails is one of the common things is people are saying, oh, you know, I put down a station in Glasgow and it's got a tiny radius and not very many people. Like, oops, there's only 1,800 people coming through here. But as you can see, there's actually an extremely large number of people here waiting for trains. 700, even more. Wow, really? Yeah, this train here, this is one of the commuter lines from up here in the West End, dumping off enormous numbers of passengers. There's 754 people just sitting in Glasgow waiting because it connects to so many other places. And that's how you get lots and lots and lots of people. So you can see there's 3,000. I think that shows you the number of people waiting. No, not the train. Edinburgh Waverley. Yeah, there's 3,000, 4,000 odd people here just waiting for a train. Most of them wanting to go here. So this is so they're all waiting for, really, that many people waiting for this train. Yikes. Oh, I just noticed that's actually full. Okay, that's very cool. So I'm starting to notice things that I need to fix. So like this train here is completely full, which is very nice. So we'll just speed things up. A couple of people getting off there. Then it fills up again immediately. So I'm actually getting people waiting, which is quite cool. I hadn't actually seen that yet, but the network is actually starting to get really busy. So if you're wondering, oh, you know, why is it that, you know, I'll put a station down, there's hardly anybody interested. Yeah, run your network for a bit and connect more stations. Like, these little commuter networks add huge amounts. Other things to show off, I've started messing around with trams. I haven't actually tried testing that to see if they work. But one thing I have noticed, that is hideous. So there we go. Is that tram lines, although they're incredibly slow, they can run on roads. They don't care about road strikes. I've added a tunnel here just because I didn't want trams going directly over the motorway here. But yeah, these tram lines, they can just run on roads. They don't care about road strikes, whereas the regular rails do. I've also added another little tram line here connecting these two up. So I'm going to experiment with trams. I'll let you know how that goes. And yeah, next is hooking up the kind of greater Glasgow area. I might do a line that goes here from Dumfries across to Stranraer, this kind of area, because at the moment it's only served by the very fast but very cool Glasgow Belfast line, which yes, I do need to include Dublin. Let me know down in the comments what you want to see next. After I've almost finished doing ScotRail. Ireland would be an obvious next step. I've heard a few people say Wales, so I might start on that. One thing I have noticed though is, like, if you actually start trying to do, say, England or London, like there's Clapham Junction, Vauxhall. Okay, yeah, here this is London Waterloo, right? I'll show you how big a station radius is if you plonk in London, like it's that. So yeah, to get all that working is a huge job, and I'm not sure I'm going to go down into England. We might live in an alternate reality where trains stop. Oh dearie me. Anyway, you can see all the money like just pinging away. In terms of financing, we go to the lifetime of ScotRail. It's been running for 5 days at this point. It's a $15 billion network. Running costs are about 2.5 million, and fares are coming in around 3.4 million. So currently it is profitable. So yeah, it seems to be working quite well. I'm noticing here I've got quite a lot of compensation for taking too long. That's probably because they're standing around on a station waiting. So I need to add more trains to the network. So this train's going to be super popular, right? Yeah, 280 on, 280 off. I need to fix that. So if you're wondering how you do that, if you go to, I think it's lines, and then click on the station, and then you click where are you waiting to go. Just yeah, there's 1,000 people wanting to go on this line. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I just want to spawn some more trains. For this, is there a button for that? Oh yeah, it does. So I'm currently running 4. So if I just go to it, I just click clone, double it. Yeah, one of them starting at Edinburgh Waverley. Another one starting at Jedburgh, that's fine. Another one starting at where's the middle? Peebles C, and another one starting at Peebles D. That should work when I hit play. Yep. So that'll add more trains, although whether it'll be enough, I've no idea. But yeah, another train is spawned in. There it is. And immediately fills up. But hopefully with double the number of trains. Obviously it's going to... Oh no, I'll need to change the... hold on. So this is the... Tweedbank line. Although, is that what I called it? That's the Borders line. That's what I called it. So I've currently got a minimum interval of 30 minutes. Oh, this is new. I haven't actually looked at this yet. Minimum interval hint. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so before you had to tell it what the minimum interval was. Now it's saying. So I'm going to put in 15 minutes. Set minimum interval times. and this is an estimator. Good. Okay, but setting it to 15 minutes should. Have to click off the timing calculator. Or is it just not going to do that until I? I don't think it's updated the fact that. Oh well, they can sit on a train at least instead of the platform. Lucky them. Ooh. What was that? Is that a super speed? Ah, max speed mode. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off it goes. Should be another one coming. And that shouldn't have the same problem. Yeah, nope, it's fine now. That should help reduce that. So that's an interesting feature. So yeah, this number's going down a little bit. We still lots of people wanting to go just to here really. Like just wanting to go like on this little bit. Which is interesting. Might possibly be worth adding a second like set of platforms in a second line purely to handle all that. Anyway, see, this game just sucks you in. It really does. How many people are in? See, hardly anyone's waiting in Glasgow. Like, that's really good. Most of them want to go to Prestwick, which is interesting as well. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that little update. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you want to see next. And bye-bye.